Welcome, dear listeners. Sit back, take a deep breath, and imagine a world where dreams have no limits. Today, we are about to explore a story so extraordinary that it will touch your heart, awaken your spirit, and make you believe in the power of determination. This is not just a story about politics or power, it is a tale of courage, dedication, and the relentless pursuit of a vision. It is a story that shows how an ordinary boy born in a small town with no wealth or privilege rose against all odds to lead one of the largest nations in the world, India. This is the story of Narendra Damodar Das Modi. From a small tea stall to the Prime Minister's office, his journey teaches us lessons about perseverance, hard work, and dreaming big. Along the way, you will hear how a simple, determined boy became a global leader, inspiring millions. Let's dive into this incredible journey.
Narendra Modi was born on September 17, 1950, in a modest town called Vadnagar, in the state of Gujarat, India. India had only recently become independent in 1947, and life was challenging for many families. Modi's family was very poor. His father, Damodar Das Modi, ran a tiny tea stall near the railway station, serving hot tea to travelers. His mother, Hiraben Modi, worked tirelessly at home, managing the household with very few resources. Narendra was the third child in a family of 6 children, and from a young age, he understood the meaning of struggle. The family lived in a small, one-room mud house with no electricity, no running water, and very basic furniture. Food was not always enough, and every day was a test of endurance. Despite these hardships, young Narendra showed a spark that would one day change his life and India's future. From the age of 6, Narendra helped his father at the tea stall. Before sunrise, he would wake up, light the stove, and prepare tea. He carried small clay cups and served passengers, often barefoot, even in the harsh winters. But Narendra was never ashamed of his work. Instead, he saw it as a lesson in patience, discipline, and learning from others. As he served tea, he listened carefully to conversations around him, people discussing politics, society, and leadership. One day, he heard about Swami Vivekananda, a great Indian monk, and his words inspired Narendra to dream beyond the small streets of Vadnagar.
Modi attended Vadnagar Primary School. He was not always the top student academically, but he had something rare, a natural confidence and a spark for public speaking. He loved debates, speeches, and school plays. When he spoke, even at a young age, people noticed his energy and his presence. At 8 years old, Narendra performed a small role in a school play. Yet the way he expressed himself amazed everyone. Teachers and students began to see that there was something unique about him, a potential to lead, to inspire, and to make a difference. Instead of spending all his time playing, young Narendra spent hours in the library. He read about history, great leaders, and spiritual teachers. Swami Vivekananda's teachings, emphasizing courage, self-discipline, and service to the nation, left a lasting impression on him. By the age of 12, Narendra began meditating and thinking deeply about life's purpose. He dreamed not of wealth or luxury, but of serving others and making a meaningful contribution to his country.
At 17, Narendra did something extraordinary. Without telling his parents and without money, he left home to explore the world. He traveled to meet monks, scholars, and social workers. These experiences opened his mind and strengthened his resolve to dedicate his life to the service of India. When he returned home, he was no longer the same boy. He had a vision, a dream of change, a fire in his heart, and the determination to make a real difference. In India, families often arrange marriages, and Narendra's parents arranged his marriage at the age of 18 to Jashodapen, a quiet and traditional girl. However, Narendra had already decided that his life was meant for something greater. Soon after the wedding, he chose to leave home and dedicate himself fully to serving the nation. It was a bold and controversial choice, but he never looked back.
Narendra Modi joined the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh (RSS), a Hindu nationalist organization focused on leadership, discipline, and national service. His first tasks were humble: sweeping floors, serving tea, and cleaning offices. But he understood that true leadership begins from the bottom. Over time, he earned greater responsibilities. He organized meetings, recruited volunteers, and coordinated events. His natural speaking ability shone brightly. People listened when he spoke. Leaders noticed him, and soon he was traveling across India, meeting farmers, students, and workers, learning how to connect with people and understand their struggles. In 1975, India faced a national emergency under Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Civil liberties were suspended, opposition leaders were jailed, and protests were banned. Narendra Modi went underground, constantly changing locations and disguising himself to continue his work. During this dangerous period, he helped spread awareness about democracy and supported leaders in secret. These challenges tested his courage, intelligence, and resilience, shaping him into the fearless leader he would become.
After years of dedication in the RSS, Narendra Modi joined the Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP, then a small and struggling party. He brought energy, discipline, and vision. He organized campaigns, rallied crowds, and inspired people across Gujarat. In 1995, the BJP achieved a major victory in state elections, marking the first step in Modi's rise to power. In 2001, when Gujarat's chief minister, Keshubhai Patel, resigned due to health reasons, Modi was chosen to lead. Initially, many doubted him, as he had never held a government office. Yet his focus, determination, and strategic planning quickly proved them wrong. Under his leadership, Gujarat saw rapid development, better infrastructure, improved electricity supply, new businesses, and a growing economy. Modi became known as a leader committed to progress.
In 2002, tragedy struck. A train carrying Hindu pilgrims was attacked, triggering violent riots across Gujarat. Over 1,000 lives were lost, and Modi faced severe criticism. Many questioned his role, while others admired his determination to rebuild. Instead of giving up, Modi focused on development and economic growth. Gujarat gradually became one of India's fastest-growing states. By 2012, he had become a national figure, admired for his strong leadership and vision.
In 2013, the BJP chose Modi as their candidate for the 2014 general elections. Despite opposition, criticism, and doubts, Modi campaigned across India with determination. He gave thousands of speeches,
visited cities and villages, and connected with millions of people. His message was simple: good governance, development, and hope for a better future. People saw him as a common man, not a rich political heir, and they related to him. On May 16, 2014, the results were historic. Modi's BJP won a majority and he became India's 14th Prime Minister, a journey from a small tea stall to the highest office in the country.
Becoming Prime Minister was only the beginning. Modi faced challenges like corruption, slow economic growth, poor infrastructure, and terrorism. He launched initiatives such as Swachh Bharat, Clean India, Digital India, and Make in India to improve society. In 2016, he made a bold move: demonetization, banning high-value currency notes to fight corruption. It was controversial, but it demonstrated his willingness to take risks. By 2019, Modi's popularity remained high. After leading India through challenges like the Balakot airstrikes and the COVID-19 pandemic, he was re-elected with an even larger majority, showing that people trusted his vision.
Modi traveled extensively, meeting world leaders like Obama, Trump, Biden, Putin, and Xi Jinping. He represented India at the United Nations and G20 summits, earning respect for his speeches on peace, development, and climate change. Despite his power, Modi maintained a simple lifestyle, waking up at 4 a.m., practicing yoga, meditating, reading, and working 16 to 18 hours a day. He remained focused on India's growth and development, with no time for luxuries or personal leisure.
Narendra Modi's life teaches us several important lessons. 1. Dream big. Your background does not define your future. Even a small tea seller can dream of leading a nation. 2. Work hard. Success requires discipline, dedication, and long hours of effort. 3. Be courageous. Face challenges with bravery even when the world doubts you. 4. Serve others. True leadership is about making a difference in people's lives. 5. Never give up. Obstacles are opportunities to grow stronger. If a tea seller can rise to become the Prime Minister of India, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Your dreams are waiting. Go chase them.
Dear listener, remember this: greatness is earned, not given. Narendra Modi's journey from a humble boy in Vadnagar to the Prime Minister of India proves that no dream is too big, no challenge too great, and no life too ordinary to achieve something extraordinary. Let this story inspire you, guide you, and remind you that with courage, vision, and relentless effort, nothing is impossible. So take that first step today, work tirelessly, believe in yourself, and move forward. Your story can be just as remarkable.